guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now, I've been pretty busy working on the Miata today so far, so I want to catch you guys up with what I've done. So one of the things I've knocked out so far is the cable that goes all the way into the cabin to release the hood lever, the latch here. I replaced that with the one from the donor car. The one from this car was super slacked and it was hanging down. It looked terrible. I worked on fitment for this fender here, tried to get a little bit closer. Pretty happy with it. It's a little tight over here, but some tweaking can still be done. I also took the time to paint some of the metal that goes in the car. So like back here, basically what covers the fuel tank, there's that piece there. So I covered that in some undercoating, and I'm probably going to do another coat of that. This piece, these metal pieces right here, cover the ECU. So wanted to make sure that those were covered in black paint because it started to rust. So I ground down all the rust, put several layers of paint on there, so should be good to go. Also today I've taken off the dash here from the donor car in order to figure out a couple things. The wiring harness for the radio. So these plugs are different than the ones on my car. I'm definitely going to have to look and see which wires connect where, so that way I can figure out what I need to do there, because I'd really like to keep that radio. Wanted to check out the heater core in there, right in that area, and then the hoses go there. Wanted to check on the condition of that. I'm probably going to be stealing it for the other car, and I'll show you guys why in just a second. Also finished painting the windshield wipers and stuff. Okay, so heater core. So I checked on the hoses here, and I removed this one and this one. And yeah, so this one over here, it looks totally fine. This one is hinged like crazy. I don't know why it's like that, but I imagine that it might be cracked because of that. There's a good chance that's my issue right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this heater core out of here and then take the good one off of the donor car. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out real quick, and hopefully that fixes the issue. With summer. Alrighty, so I got a good bit of the interior in. Got all my panels down there, got the fan, AC venting, all that stuff is there. In here, I added my panel back, cleaned out the inside pretty good, scrubbed it down a little bit. So now that this is all getting close to being back together, I can start thinking about the dash, getting that back in. Of course, I got all my stuff around the windshield. Surrounding area taken care of. I got my cowl down. I also added, so this piece, the cowl wasn't getting pulled down like I wanted it to, so I ended up taking another piece of weather stripping and just laid it down there, and I think it looks pretty good. At first glance, you don't really notice it. If you really take the time and look at it, you'll find it. But so next step, I think, is carpet. For carpet, what I'll need to do is actually pressure wash the carpet out and try and get it as clean as possible. It's still pretty grimy. So now take the time to clean it, and then probably what I'll do is let it dry in the sun tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it for the evening. I might do a couple of things here and there, but at least for filming, I think I'm gonna call it. So I will pick back up with you guys in the morning. See you guys there. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's the next day, and I've done a couple things already. The first of those being cleaning the carpet. So pressure washed the carpet today. I've got footage of that I'll insert here. But basically really took the time to get this as clean as possible. Even cleaned my shoes. This is looking pretty good. Just got some dirt on it right now from blowing in the wind. Over here though, I've been working on the dash. So I pulled the dash from the donor car like I showed you guys yesterday. And basically I wanted to test the radio to see if it would work with both. Long story short, the radio from the donor car works with the old harness, so we're good. So next thing to do, the carpet should be dry now, so I need to lift the AC unit and everything, get the carpet under there, and basically just get the bottom portion of everything put together. I had to take off the, because I'm a moron, had to take off the stuff around the windshield to get the dash in. The other thing I've got to do is patch this piece right here. It's all cracked. I've got one of the pieces laying out here. The rest of these are all mangled and kind of holding in place just barely. So I'm going to epoxy these in place, and then I'm going to clean up the dash and should be good to go. I've got a wire up. Got to get the ground wire all set. But yeah, so radio works, Bluetooth works, everything pretty much works. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty great. Let's see here. We'll do epoxy first so that can be drying, and then install the carpet in here. Alright, so it's all put together. Everything's back into place where it needs to be. I'm really happy with how the dash assembly came out. I was able to steal some extra screws and get it all nice and sturdy. Vacuumed it out multiple times. Excuse the terrible duct tape seat, but I basically cut every bit of foam out of it as much as possible anyways, in order for me to fit better. Everything in the door seals is put together. This door fits nicely, even though did all that. Obviously the bodywork is still there's a lot to be desired. There's still a nut welded to the side skirt there, but that's cool. The radio works great. I got the mic stashed up right there for the Bluetooth phone. Get a narrow grip. Thing in here is cleaned out, good to go. I also added some coolant from where the AC was leaking, so we'll see how that works out. So let's take it for a test drive. Maiden voyage. Alrighty, well, it runs for the most part. The heater core hose is apparently leaking again, so that was annoying. So the car started to overheat a little bit, but I managed to get it back. For the most part, everything's put together, it's good to go. But that is gonna do it for this episode. Got everything put together, so I'll have to figure out that coolant link for the next video. Also, I want to do some stuff for the drivetrain. So the donor car actually has an LSD, so I'm going to be swapping in that LSD onto this car. So that'll be for the next video as well. So fixing the coolant or fixing the heater core line and then swapping the diffs over. So that should be super fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video for the differential swap and everything. Obviously, I know I need to get the bodywork done, but I'm just trying to get all the things done with that donor car so I can get rid of it. And then that way I can just focus on this and not have to go back and forth all the time. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, make sure you guys leave those in the comment section down below so I can read those and then respond back to you guys. And then also, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and then also click that little notification bell. That way you guys see when all my latest videos are out and you don't miss one. Thank you guys again. I will see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day.